All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to show you another piece of equipment that I got that I'm mainly using for land clearing, mulching, forestry mulching, what have you. Let me show it to you. Okay, so this is a Caterpillar 305.5 E2. It's got 40 some odd horsepower. I believe it's like around 45 if I'm not mistaken. Original tracks. This excavator is from 2018 model year. On the front here, I got a Fecon FMX36. Got it with the carbide teeth. I'll be changing out some today. Your plain Jane hookups. Regular thumb with a little bit of beef mint. Yeah, so these tracks are original. They're not too bad looking. This machine's got about, how many hours? 1334.4. You can see that. Simple operator cab, nothing special, nothing fancy. No room as usual. Packed pretty tight in there. All right, well, if you have any questions, let me know. And of course, like and subscribe. All right, guys. So we got some bindage, some plant material crap right up in there that I'm gonna have to dig out. Also on this lower one here, got all that stuff out. So we'll see how much more we can do. All right, and then we'll go change some teeth. Most of them look pretty good. All right. Alrighty, so we're going to take some, or at least one tooth off and check it out, and I'll show you my method for taking these guys off because they do have a little bit of a wedge you got to knock them off from. But yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Let's see what we can do. Always remember, proper safety squintage. Of course, the one thing I forgot I need this Vice Grip Garage calls it, the Tanya Harding 300. All right, so you got bolt, lock washer, and nut. Go crazy. So what I like to do, mosquitoes. So these guys are a little tricky. I like to hit it on the side to rotate this tooth. Okay, if that doesn't work, do it on the top. And you can see some splittage there. Okay, well, that was harder than I'd like it to be, but that's how I do it, back and forth. Sucker's a little tricky because it's right in the corner here. All right, see how we did here. Oh, there's still a little bit of dirt in there. Looks a whole lot better though. I like to get it squeaky. Yeah. Here's an old tooth next to a new one. Wouldn't consider it dull, just inefficient. Alright, now I get to determine how many I want to do. I don't want to do all of them. Because back here, you still got some pretty good bite. Especially towards the back right here. But I just have to figure out how many I gotta do. Alrighty, we're back at it. So what I like to use is just a little bit of anti-seize, just a little bit of smoosh there, a little smoosh there. Lift this up, smoosh it over here. Just a skosh, you know, don't overdo it. Alright, so I like doing that. Another thing I don't like here is these teeth and bolt arrangement. So the teeth here, they have a hex embossed into them, and then you got the bolt. Put the bolt in, alright, cool. But, as you'll see, you can practically turn it in there. What the heck? But it can't be a different size. If you look in there, you have a bigger bolt, you'd have to have a bigger hole. And of course, that doesn't work. So if anybody knows what the heck is going on, if I'm missing something, but what I like to do is, of course, get other bolts there, get around this guy, put her down, get it seated, bolt through, washer. I like the concave down. Screw it down there. Use a couple little love zaps. Okay. Just to get it. Okay, alright. Never mind. Okay, so I like to see where that bolt is at. And, pardon me while I finagle with this. Alright, so, loose, right? What I like to do, screwdriver, jam it into one of these guys here. Just one side. Let's see if we can capture that. Just in one side, like that, just to hold it while it's torqued. Okay, one hand torque master. Set it to 120 foot-pounds as prescribed by the Feconage. Get that sucker off. Get that on there. Boom shakalaka. Boom boom. And wait for the magic click while you do it single-handed. A little more. A little more. And zap. All right, so that is torqued on there. But yeah, and as you can see, that still has space around it. So I used a screwdriver to do this little doohickey and hold it while I torque it. I know it's kind of awkward, but if somebody knows of something else, please let me know. Thank you. Alrighty, so I just decided to change 4 because I had 4 left over from the last batch, and we got a couple of hard duty jobs coming up, so don't feel like putting on a whole new set. We'll see how this works and see if we can increase productivity. So I changed the 2 first ones at the far end of the machine, so we'll see how they go. See if there's any vibraciones, and we'll see. All right, so the reason I wanted to change it is because if you look at these teeth, and what I want to point out here is on the new ones, let me grab a new one. Woo, shiny. All right. So, I'll grab a new one here, an old one. All right, so the new one is obviously so nice and shiny. But the old one, as you can see, right here, it's starting to lose a lot of material. Over here, we got plenty. As you can see, the center tooth is uncovered when this little bridge thing gets ungapped. And as you can see how these are designed, they have a slot cut in them diagonally. And this is what engages first. And then, you know, the other tooth behind here gets engaged second when this bridge gets worn away. As you can see over here, there's no more bridge. So that's totally worn off, which I think is by design. But what worried me, and I wanted to change this, is how much of this tooth is being uncovered. This is just regular plain old steel, while this is carbide. These are the carbide tips. So I didn't want to hit a rock and just have this just shoot off. So I just felt it prudent to change that. So here's a nice new one. Oh, so pretty. Well, yeah, so, you know, safety's sake, and we'll see what we can do later. Alrighty, so that's pretty much just a little bit of maintenance and look-see at the mulcher. So we'll catch you at a later date, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Shameless plug. All right, aloha.